The next morning, George is back.
I knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out, or ask him to go away and come back later. But then...
He just barged
Come
in.
in.
Hello, George. So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead.
And you say Pigram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Look, the diamond.
Pigram's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Right.
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobinot at the Kron Museum.
Yep.
And why don't you see if Rousseau has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Ah, she cares. If I remember rightly, talking to Rosso is completely pointless now. I think he works for them.
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government, and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Canchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Alright, where's the museum? Is it? Yeah. Now we talk to no one. Okay, so talking to Rosso may be a good idea. Police station. Moo, is that you? Please be Moo.
Sergeant Moo?
Hey, it's Moo. It's Moo. Sure knew that's pointless.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic. In the avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
No, because he got information.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Right.
See you later, Sergeant.
I think we're going to a hospital, aren't we? Yes. We're going to a hospital. Talk to Jacques Marquet. This bit I cannot remember. May come.
I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand and pulled. The door was locked.
Wait. Doctor.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
Look at my stuff.
Does this white powder mean anything to you?
No,
Don't
sir.
call it white powder.
I do not pretend to know the pharmacist's job.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Look at this nose.
Do you recognize this red nose, sir?
No, I do not. This is a hospital, not a circus ring. We minister to the sick in body, not the sick in mind.
It's not rag.
What do you make of this tissue, sir?
If I were you, I'd have the sample analyzed.
Shake my hand.
May I have the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
Look at this. Oh, I've got
Does
a
this tool mean anything to you?
Sacre bleu! That's exactly what I needed in my last operation.
It is?
I had to improvise with a knitting needle and a couple of corks. If only you'd been on hand at the time, my patient would have given his right arm for it.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamat?
No, sir, I have not.
Does the name Thomas Merlin mean anything to you?
No, it does not.
And the gem.
Look at this, Doc. It's a genuine medieval type gemstone.
Yes, so I see. Remarkable.
I have to take this gem to Marquet. He might be able to explain its significance.
My dear chap, Marquet has other things on his mind right now.
Like what?
His catheter, for one.
Alright, let's talk
I'm
about
looking for a
Marquet.
guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
No.
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
Yes.
I think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense.
Dun, dun, dun.
Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
Doctor-patient confidentiality.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, let's talk to you.
Excuse me,
Yes, sir?
is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
Come on.
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plans. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
They look nothing alike. That's clearly a ponytail. That's not a ponytail. Right.
Is this plaster any use to you?
I'm allergic to plaster.
Throw it in the face. Just quick.
Have you seen this man here at the clinic?
No, sir. And I never forget a face.
Nose.
What does this false nose remind you of?
Oh, it's a clown's nose.
It's not rag.
Can you think of any use for this greasy tissue?
I guess you could use it to baste a roast turkey.
I'd like to shake you by the hand.
Don't be fresh, young man.
Look at this.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Is it a crack detector?
Huh?
Polar explorers use them to poke about in the snow.
Oh, no. Have you heard of the Club Alamat?
No. It sounds romantic, doesn't it?
Oh, the sound change is very drastic.
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see. He was on Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh, dear. He's on Ward J2. That's Nurse Grendel's ward.
Dun, dun, dun. That was point in showing you the gem.
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call, 6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Right then. Thank you.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Down this one. Can I go down both of them? I can. Oh dear. That way.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing
Flashback.
machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
Right. I have a flashback. I know what I need to do here, but I'm going to talk to him first. Why not?
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
Right. Let's start with this stuff.
Do you recognize this powder?
Is that dandruff?
No way.
It sure looks like dandruff.
It's plaster.
Ugh.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Who is it?
That's what I'm asking you. Have you seen him before?
How should I know? You haven't told me who he is.
Take a look at the photo.
Yeah, okay.
Now, have you seen him before?
No.
A little simple-minded, this guy, isn't he?
Take a look at this red nose.
Are you a policeman?
No, this is a clown's nose, not a policeman's.
It's not rag.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
You have a cold. What you need is vitamin C.
Shake my hand.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not until I've washed, if you don't mind, sir.
I suppose everything's pointless now. Really, you got nothing
Have
to
you
say.
seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull-through.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Okay.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now.
Now, unplug Mr. Shiny.
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
Plug it. Unplug it.
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
I need to go in there.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
How can I pick... There we go. You unplug Mr. Shiny.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
And then he goes a long way around. have the watch. There, get in there. Quick, 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 quick. Now I'm Dr. Stobart. Now we go into the what?